First off, I'd like to just officially welcome everyone here on behalf of Radio Goolarri. I'd like to also take this opportunity as the chairperson of Radio Goolarri to acknowledge our people that have worked very hard to organise this event, the staff of Radio Goolarri that have worked very hard into the early hours of the morning. This is a national event. It's taken a lot of effort to put this together. I believe this is the first time that a national NAIDOC event has occurred in a place like Broome.
I'd like to thank all the people for coming here today, and I'd like to especially thank Radio Goolarri for inviting us to this opening up today, Stolen Generation. And I'd like to welcome everybody here from near and far who came to our country. I hope you enjoy your stay, and I hope you enjoy our country. They're the elders in Yawuru language group, and they are the traditional law people of Broome and up to Yawuru, Thangu.
Chandai Ruamba, Yamangan Puro Gorbolan, Yawuru country, Puro Yawarigina, Nilawal Rubi, Karologina. Thank you.
I'll just interpret that. She said, ladies and gentlemen, you came to our country, Broome, Yawuru country, and that's in Aboriginal name it's Rubibi. And in white man language, your tongue, you'd say Broome.
Okay, thank you very much, Rubibi dancers, and thank you to our Rubibi elders and that, and Yawuru, sorry, I'm corrected. Thank you very much.
Rubibi traditional owners, custodians, ladies and gentlemen, elders, young people, dignitaries, and most importantly, the stolen generation. I'm a very proud person today, and I share this honor with a number of people from our community that have dedicated over 10 years of a commitment to the recognition and celebration of our place and role in this community called Broome. The theme chosen for this week's NAIDOC festivities, as you may be aware, is dedicated to our stolen generation peoples, bringing them home. NAIDOC Week is about respect and recognizing ourselves and each other for many different achievements. I ask the many politicians and fellow Australians that are here today and throughout Australia, please do not neglect your responsibility to us, the Indigenous peoples of Australia. Because as a minority, we are just a small voice with a very big heart and a very long history with this country.
I'd like to make mention of the stolen generation and the fact that we are still trying to get some recognition for what took place in the past to Aboriginal children who were taken from their parents. And I'd like to make it clear that no way in the world that we are blaming the government, the state governments, or the federal governments today for what happened in the past. But we still need that recognition. And I still call on the Prime Minister of Australia, John Howard, to apologise for the past wrongs that's been committed to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people in this country, even though his government was not directly responsible. But he is elected and he is in that position and he needs to apologise.
Thank you, Commissioner Robinson.
Today is about things that were done to Aboriginal people that were so heinous, so terrible, that we still cannot find it in the hearts of our leaders in this country to make amends for the disruption, the violation, and the atrocious conduct that they meted upon Aboriginal people. That is to take people away from their families, from their countries, and to place them in the custody of welfare officers, missionaries, simply because they happen to have a dark skin, or because the station manager didn't want them around the stations, or because the police officer had fathered them and they wanted them removed. The fact that we have survived is indeed a compliment to our abilities, to the strength of our beliefs and the strengths of the people that we come from and the country that we attach ourselves to. This has nothing to do with what beneficial aspects non-Aboriginal society has brought to us.
In 1992, the Mabo decision became part of the continuing unresolved series of questions that are accumulating because we as a country have found it difficult and we have found it hard to embrace some of the most fundamental issues that continue to be unnecessary hindrances in the way of national unity and economic stability and future. And those fundamental issues are the primacy rights of Indigenous people of this nation and our ability to negotiate with equity and respect our desire to become equal partners in a modern Australia. Somehow I don't think that's going to happen in a hurry. And that's why I say it's up to us to be vigilant, to watch and understand what are the forces that continue to influence and assimilate those important cultural and social principles and belief systems that makes us a distinct people and makes us special to this country. We can learn something from all the members of our Stolen Generation family, because you are our heroes and you are our role models, because you endured pain and suffering and hardship that hardly any of us today can ever imagine what it was like to be. Many of our families have died, and many of our families continue to suffer as a result of this unfortunate legacy. But many more have survived with dignity, and many more have continued to give us aspirations by that dignity. You make us proud because you have survived and you've been able to give us that direction. You may not have got the recognition that you deserve, and unfortunately that will continue to take some time to come. But I say have heart because you have our belief in you.
The effects of forced separation of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander children from their families can never fully be measured. No amount of money that the government can offer can ever pay for the pain and suffering that these people had to endure for many years. Children were removed on the pretense that they were being offered a better future. I'm here to tell you about the future that we were offered. I was offered a future which was devoid of Aboriginal culture. We had no language in these institutions. We had no songs, no Dreamtime stories to go to bed on. Traditional hunting and gathering skills were lost. And the most important skill was lost in that Aboriginal people lost their ability to raise their children how they saw fit. We need to learn our songs. May not be us, doesn't have to be us. It's for our children and our children's children. We need to secure futures for them. We need to be proud in our identity. We need to be proud that we're black.
The song was written by Veronica Francis, and I'd like to dedicate this song to all the stolen generations, and also to my grandmother. She's not here, but I'd like to be here on behalf of her, and also my great-grandmother, who couldn't be here also. Maybe just a little bit more? Just got too much guitar. Stolen children whose mothers cry, for a long lost children to the day she died. She longed to know her children were all right. She longed to hold her children so very tight, and to tell them more of their dreaming. The way that's right to live on the land, to give a guiding light, to dance and sing, and to do all those things the mother and children do. To learn the ways of the tribe, the bush, the land and sea, and so to survive. My baby, she cries, my baby remembers me. My baby, she cries, my baby remembers me. One day you will be back. I know you will remember. One day you will be back. I know you will remember. The day she died, she only asked one thing. Don't forget my baby, my stolen baby. They will have grannies for all you to see. For the children have become the last generation who will come back home to find their identity. My baby, she cries, my baby remembers me. My baby, she cries, my baby remembers me. One day you will be back, I know you will remember. One day you will be back, I know you will remember. Stolen children, stolen, 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 stolen children. Thank you.
Australia is no exception to the atrocities committed against Indigenous people throughout the world. There has been determination to break the spiritual and physical essence of Indigenous people through massacre, slavery, dispossession, attempted suicide, through to political exploitation for political and financial gain. One of the saddest incidents in this history is a social experiment that went wrong. The removal of Aboriginal children from their mothers and families, losing all connection, contact and obligation to tradition and cultural birthright. Aboriginal people were categorized as flora and fauna, plant or animal. The intent was to assimilate Aboriginal children into civilized society and smooth the dying pillow of Australia's Indigenous people. The White Australia policy was a driving force. Today, with our society broken down, and as an oppressed race of people, we struggle for identity and true recognition in our own country. We celebrate NAIDOC Week in 1998 with a special dedication to our stolen generations. The highest court of Australia recognises our right to land. However, much of that right is undermined. The Westminster system that was set up for fair and just quality of life for all Australians seems to work for only a chosen few. It seems hard for some people to say even a simple apology because of guilt or fear of the system that they created themselves. The stolen generation is recognised in this special week. We can be a united nation of reconciled people of goodwill. The time has come. Don't let it go, Australia. Thank you to the stolen generation people. Thank you very much. This is for you.
I could now call on people here to observe a minute's silence in recognition of the stolen generation, and also to acknowledge those parents, those mothers and fathers that have had their children taken, and also the children that were forcibly removed, that never had the opportunity to get to know their parents, their mothers. If we can now observe a minute's silence, and also acknowledge that there will be those people that have since passed on and will never ever have the opportunity to try and get back what they've lost in their children and their families. We can observe a minute's silence, please. Okay, thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Dreaming and thinking about the good old days when tea, flour and sugar was our only pay. Things were happening much too fast. Old people dying, they just could not last. They expected us to change overnight, they say, but Rome was not built in one day. We are the crockery people. We are the children of a very old race. We are the crockery children, and we don't know any other way. Every day we'd work so hard, building and cleaning another man's yard. Times were changing, so was history. Our children were taken and
I want to acknowledge the members of the Stolen Generation here today. We find it hard to believe that such action were taken against countrymen. Today's flag-raising ceremony is an important occasion, important symbol of Indigenous history. The Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander flag are instantly recognised throughout the country. They are symbols of our enduring presence in this land. It is interesting to consider that in European traditions, a flag-raising ceremony often accompanies a land claim. In that sense, it is fitting that today we raise the flag over Indigenous land. Let us, as people of this country, stand united, and in order for us to go forward as survivors. We have survived, we will continue to survive, and our survival depends on unity and reconciliation amongst ourselves first. Thank you.
Over the years, NAIDOC Week has become one of the most significant events of the year for Indigenous Australians. It's a week of celebration and also of reflection when all Australians can come together and rejoice in the strengths of Indigenous culture and traditions. NAIDOC plays an important role in the reconciliation process, which is so important for all Australians. And only by working together can we achieve the vision of the Council for Aboriginal Reconciliation, which is, and I quote, "A united Australia which respects this land of ours, values the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander heritage, and provides justice and equity for all." Reconciliation is about the future, and I hope that all Australians will come together in friendship and understanding to share the potential of this great nation, recognising the strengths of each other's cultures.
they don't blow anymore. Fields are empty and bare. Children, they don't play. The mamas, they weeping. Children can't be heard. They will never meet again. She heard, run, Daisy, run. Run, Daisy, run. They were the last words Mama had said. Run to the highlands, run through the scrub. You just better run, Daisy, run. Just run, Daisy, run. Just run. Because the white man, he's riding high. She was just a little girl, indigenous to this land. Oh, she was happy, she was home, yeah. Had a family, never alone. And the day came, trouble winds had gone, and the spirit of the sorrow, 'cause the white man on horse back he came to take the children away. Treated like animals, children chained all fours. They walked many a mile in a day. Most of them reached their destination, but love left on the road. No, she never, no, never saw her mama again. She heard, run, Daisy, run. Run, Daisy, run. They were the last words Mama had said. Run to the highlands, run through the scrub. You just better run, girl. Oh, run, girl. You better run, girl. Oh, run, girl. You better run, girl. Oh, run, girl. You better run, girl. Oh, run, girl. Because the white man, he's riding high. When the Yarman Tanana, Karamulikan Karkankai, Tala, Yana, Yana. When the Yarman Tanana, Karamulikan Karkankai, Tala, Yana, Yana. Thank you. Have a great week.